Hi again, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Sabres to the Future. And today we are going to discuss once again Devon Levi. And I was going to do somebody else, but this young man needs to get some information out there today, what he's doing. So I did some, I was looking actually at Eric Portillo, and I'm just going to wait a little longer for him because I want to see his numbers go up a bit before we discuss him. And a few more games in, things like that. But I want to look at, where is my glasses, guys? We want to talk about this today, believe me. All right, let's take a look at these numbers. There, okay, on the bottom, you can see 22-23, 2022-23. He's played 9 games, 6 wins, 1 loss, 2 ties, and he has 2 shutouts. Look at his goals against, folks. He was 1.54 last year. He's 1.53 this year. His save percentage last year, 9.52. He's 9.50 this year. And we take a look at those 9 games, at the bottom. In the Long Island game, 2 goals against, he wins, and he had 31 shots saved. So 2 goals and 33 shots. The way they do it, the way they write it out there. Then Vermont in a back-to-back, and you see 7th and 8th he played both nights. He lets in 2 goals on 17 shots in game 1, not much work there. Then the next night, a shutout on 23 shots. And his only recorded loss of the year, folks, get this, 2 goals on 51 shots against Providence on October 15th. His only recorded loss is that night. He must have been outstanding that game if they couldn't get any goals. Then Boston College. He lets in 3 goals in 33 shots, a tie. And then at Maine, he lets in 2 goals on 26 shots, a tie. Then the next night he plays again. He lets in 1 goal and 36 shots for a win. And then New Hampshire, again, back-to-back. On the 4th, he played all game. He let in 2 goals in 27 shots. And just recently recorded his 2nd shutout of the season already. And he has no goals on 33 shots. So, folks, his numbers have not changed. They have not changed. So he's doing his thing again, this guy. This is the guy I'm sold on that's going to be our goalie of the future. And till he says I'm not signing in Buffalo, I refuse to believe he's not going to sign in Buffalo. You know, what goalie like this young man would not want to be on this Sabres team when you see the way we're playing right now, the way we're going in a few years' time? And you know what? The Sabres would be more than happy to give him an entry-level contract, I'm sure, at the end of the season. I'm sure they would be, you know. So we will have to see, you know, if this happens. I think it will this year. I think this is the year we get Levi locked in, and the year we have to be honest. And I think he will, though. I think he'll just sign, and he'll maybe do a full year in Rochester. I'm not going to say he's going to do a full year when I don't know. I can't predict these kind of good young players. There's no way to know. This guy might just come right into the NHL. He'd be so good they have to give him a shot and see what happens. Or he might not look ready at all. He just, you know, we have to wait. But we do got to get this young man locked in, folks. I mean, this is to me is one of those must signs this season. We got to get this guy locked in. I'm hoping at the end of the year. I'm hoping he gets whatever he wants out of that last year development he wants down there. Because in reality, guys, really, he's getting more development this year than he would if he was in Rochester. I mean, we just want that security to know he's locked in, right? But what about for him? What he needs not to be on the bench, not being a backup goalie or whatever it would be in Rochester. This guy needs to be the number 1. He needs to play like the number 1. And get minutes like the number 1. You've seen he's played, 3 back-to-backs already this year. So they're not scared to put him in the next night if he just played the night before. There's no fear with this kid. And he so far has had a very healthy career. That's another thing that we should talk about. Really, he's been very healthy. You know, there's no pulled groin or any of that stuff or whatever it is. But my goodness, I mean, I thought his numbers this year would taper off a little. I did. Just a little, but we'll see. They still could. Maybe the shutouts will. And, you know, it might taper off a little, like 10 points. You know, instead of 153, it might be 164, 165, you know, which is still excellent. But I'm really hoping that we get him locked in this year, absolutely. Now, when it comes to the other goalies, we have plenty. We're going to talk about them also. But when I looked at these numbers, and for those of you that aren't aware that this is going on again, maybe now you're aware, it's going on again. He's doing it again over there. It's scary. It's scary what the potential we have here. And with even other goalies, forget just Devon Levi. I mean, Portillo's a big giant. His numbers have been good since he's down there. You know, UPL has shown signs. We don't know. I'm going to see how it plays out for him this year. If he'll get any time upstairs or not, we'll see. I'm sure he will this year. I'm sure we're going to get him up for like 15 games, 20, I would guess. You know, it's look, it's for goalies. Not every goalie just jumps into the league right away like a Spencer Knight. Not all do. Many don't. You know, many don't, but some do. Some do. And there's some that do and stay, like Carter Hart. There's another one. Look at Carter Hart this year, and look how young he was when he made his jump into the NHL. Look how awesome he's doing this year. I mean, whatever Tortorella's got him doing over there, he's doing it. I mean, he's just doing it. Things have settled down with his game again, and he's like just a wall over in Philadelphia. Be fun to see when we play Philly, guys. I'll be very curious to see Hart and what he looks like when we run into him. But look, there's great young goalies in this league. I believe, I do, that this is going to be another one. I think we got a good one here. And if we ever have to trade him, we're getting back easily a first-round pick for this guy. So it was a genius move by Adams getting this guy in that deal. It was absolutely genius in the Sam deal getting this guy because, my goodness, this guy seems to have it all. He just does. I'll leave it there because, again, he's not in the NHL, but I'm so happy his numbers look, guys, just as good as last year so far. All right, that's it. That's it. Enough of my rant on Devon Levi. Another one coming your way. See you there.